posters. I see a couple banners out there supporting Team ARUW. Love to see that from their alumni, from their staff, from their faculty.
Yeah, if you're in person, you can make a banner. There's materials for free. There's big posters, markers, Sharpies, everything. Go make a banner for the team you're supporting. As cheers erupt from the crowd, encouraging their drivers and encouraging their engineers. In 3, 2, 1, bring on the bots. This is the moment, the pivotal moment. Overpower immediately from the AI Sentry from the University of Washington. A 2v2 would be a great opportunity for Queens Knights.
The infantry for Queens Knights taking that high ground, dealing a lot of damage. Also,
the
a hero shot.
Hits from Queens across the field. Over projectile speed, notably University of Washington playing from that center point, Queens playing from the upper road, gives Queens a lot of defense, allowing them to stay a little longer, but no victory points from up there.
And now the hero landing a shot on the infantry. Queens Knights taking control of the center. Excellent job from Queens. The sentry for University of Washington not getting involved yet. This is what we talked about.
Queens taking it to UW. Now down to 190, 184. Very, very close game early. No kills yet.
Another hero shot lands.
A second shot. It's the Queens hero that gets the first blood and gives Queens the lead.
This is the opportunity that Queens Knights needed. They needed a 2v2 situation where they could showcase that they are on equal footing.
Really good drivers on the side of Queens. You could see firing at the hero, ignoring the invulnerable standard from the University of Washington, knowing that robot's not a threat. They're chewing through that.
Down. Now they're chasing it.
They're chasing, but they overheat on their barrel, allowing UW to slink back. But now with a 40-point lead, Queens can hold that center point. More than just one robot's death separating the two teams. The hero for Queens, can they do it again? Taking some chip damage, down to about a quarter HP. They're waiting for that cooldown to get down. They fire the second one. That's a vital shot. It misses. Overheating. He's driving back. Blurry. The standard tries to retreat, but UW wins the fight.
The hero taking that long-range shot as the hero was retreating. Excellent job from the University of Washington.
Still in the lead is Queens. They've built up an early lead. They're able to lean on it now. The hero for the UW firing another projectile. It goes wide. Standard from Queens playing on the edge of the corner. They're able to heal up very quickly, buy more projectiles. Everyone's waiting on the gold.
Yeah,
gold drops in 5 seconds.
And there it goes now. There's gold. Both teams purchasing their ammunition, getting back onto the field. The hero for Queens Knights coming back into the center, taking a little bit of chip damage, but landing a shot.
Another shot from Queens. If they're able to finish these kills, this round would already be over. Queens has chonked through the health of UW with their hero. UW trying to return the favor. Their hero, 10 projectiles on the hopper. The first 2 go wide, 1 counting as a standard. Queens returning with only 5, but these have been more effective. Landing the shots. Hero down to 6 projectiles and half health for the University of Washington. Overheat from Queens Knights, battling it out in the middle. These 4 bots all circling, trying to maintain RFID control of the center point. Overheat for the hero, now getting absolutely melted. What? It's both kills at the same time. The hero for the Queens and the standard for the University of Washington getting a kill, but it's UW standard who will get the double kill and the ace.
University of Washington winning that 2v2 engagement, now in control of that center point. Both teams still very even, 80 victory points to 60. This is really close. It could still go either way. Queens now going back to resupply, heal up.
It is all going to come down to these hero projectiles. Both teams giving their heroes lots of ammunition. The standard for Queens trying to push. They've got a little bit of time. I think Queens has 30 seconds if they want to delay this engagement. 20 projectiles on the hero hopper, putting their faith in that driver's hands. Can they land the projectiles?
2 miss right there. Queens going for the kill on that infantry, trying to take it down. Now you can see the infantry's both dueling it out on the top side.
Queens
the
standard
hero's dueling it out
very
as well.
Low, down to 30% HP.
The Queens infantry getting dangerously low now. He needs to be very, very careful as they go into this engagement. The both robots from University of Washington putting the pressure on.
28 seconds, they've got to get a kill. Queens needs to kill it. The hero out of projectiles for UW, but he's got the health. He's a tank. They're just going to hold the center point. 20 seconds is all they need. They don't even need that as they finish off the standard from Queens and take round 1 in a nail-biter.
Another really close round here in match number 2 between the University of Washington and Queens Knights. I don't think anyone was really expecting that. We talked about it earlier, though, at the beginning of the setup period. If that sentry wasn't working, it was going to be a 2v2, and that is what Queens Knights needed.
Steven, I'm noticing that all of our top 3 from last year are all having sentry issues this year. UW, CU, VT, their other 2 bots all look great. They're all in the top 8 still because their bots are so good. But UW, again, still struggling to get their sentry to perform, to move, to not overpower. These are, I mean, it didn't have an opportunity to fire at bots because it didn't get to a place in the field where it could. But in a 2v2, this is an extremely close game. Queens with their hero, crazy accuracy, 136% efficiency from the UW hero. All the engineers in the crowd loving that one, but round MVP nonetheless.
The hero for the University of Washington, getting those nice kills in those critical moments, pushing, I think, Queens off that point, keeping them very uncomfortable throughout the round. But for Queens, you got to be happy with that performance. You now know that there is a flaw. There is a chance to put a dent into the University of Washington.
Yeah, and you can see the crowd in the top left-hand corner of your screen right now. I'm sure they're also glad to see that UW struggling with that sentry. Not glad per se, but you know that if you meet them in the bracket, you don't have to count on 100% all 3 bots every match. I think this is now, building on that more than half of the matches so far in the comp, UW struggling to get that sentry out. So let's talk about the 2v2. Let's assume that this turns into another 2v2. UW using their excellent driving, their great bots to still take it down. Queens was really close. Is it just roll the dice again and hope your hero hits a couple more of those absolute miracle shots?
You have to roll the dice again, and I would also say that Queens needs to be more aggressive in pursuing and confirming those kills. We saw the hero doing a lot of chunk damage, taking those robots low, but the standard not willing to chase, not willing to go too far. They need to be more aggressive.
Yeah, and you've hit on something there that's really important. It is the standard that needs to finish those kills. In late game, in the last half of the round, yes, the hero can double fire without overheating and chunk all the way through a bot. But in the early half of the game, when that Queens hero was just absolutely hammering the UW bots, the University of Washington has excellent bots with great electronics, with good super caps. They're able to sprint back to their base and make it back to reheal. If the standard can finish those off, combining their total DPS, their damage stat may not look as fancy, but their kill stat will be much better, giving them the victory points that they need.
Go ARUW in the chat. Love the support for team from the University of Washington. For Queens Knights, though, a great performance in that first round. We will have to see if they can take round 2 in this best of 3 and push us to that critical 3rd round.
Again, all of the humans off the field with about 30 seconds left to play. That's what I'd expect. It probably indicates that there is a very small issue, some weird logic thing that happened, and that UW is assuming that their sentry is totally fine and ready for round 2. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad it didn't come off the field. It did overpower immediately in round 1, so we'll keep an eye out for that as kind of an indicator of future functionality.
Yeah, you can see here the support, the signs for UW, Samed, the driver for that hero. We love to see it.
We had the team from Italy, Torino, right there on the front. They will still be competing in the 1v1s, just not making it into 3v this year. So close. Bring on the bots.
Here we go in round 2 of this critical best of 3 matchup. University of Washington and Queens Knights. The
Cheers
sentry now
from the UW side as the sentry comes and takes the point for the University of Washington. A much more difficult game. Queens playing the same strategy, taking that top high ground, giving them a defensive position they can play from, while the hero takes pot shots from down under.
Yeah, and critically, a hero shot landing on that infantry, on that high ground, forcing it to retreat as it runs back. Now the Queens Knights off the center point. Queens trying to recover, trying to find a way to poke out now. They see all 3 robots from the University of Washington.
Oh, overpowered just before he got behind cover is tragic for Queens Knights, but UW not able to capitalize, getting almost no damage done on a fully stationary bot.
Yeah, that infantry now able to go behind the barrier.
Lands again for Queens, but is taken out. Return tank fire from Hero 1 on the side of the University of Washington.
Yeah, that Red 1 robot doing a lot of work. You can see that accuracy now meeting the standard as it tries to go through the maze, thinking better of it. Really nice job here from the University of Washington, controlling the point and controlling the pressure.
The sentry from UW is half retreated, which is going to give it a very poor view of the field. Queens essentially in a 2v2 now, but notably an 80 victory point lead already taken by UW, but the sentry will come out. It got a little bit of a view, and now the standard and the sentry combined will take out Blue Standard 3.
Yeah, University of Washington, really nice performance here in round 2. All 3 robots
overpowered by the hero from Queens, now getting chewed through. The hero to help and get another kill.
And the sentry now, again for the University of Washington, pulling back off into the bumpy road of their own corner. It is just running up against the wall there. It still has view of the center, which is nice because they can support from a distance. However, this is once again a 2v2 matchup in the center. University of Washington holding the lead. Strong performance now. The Queens needs to apply the pressure.
Yeah, with a 160 victory point lead, Queens needs a miracle at this point. 27 projectiles in their hero hopper. That'll be the miracle that they lean on. Need to land a lot of golf balls very quickly, but the hero for UW understanding the game very well. Only need 30 more seconds to sit.
2
Launching
projectiles
those.
for the hero on the University of Washington. They need to be careful here, but the Standard doing a great job using the hero as a shield against
Standard
the
falling very
Queens
low,
University.
falling down to half HP in a 1v2, trying to retake the center point, but it needs to get kills or at least force UW's bots all the way back. 13 seconds left to play. The University of Washington have their strategy too strong. Their Sentry participating in at least half the game. It's too much. UW take round 2, 200-0.
Really impressive performance there in round 2 from the University of Washington. We saw all 3 robots rolling out right from the get-go. I think the Sentry still has a little bit of work to do.